Today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic. We are going to talk about jobs. And so I would like to ask you, Jose Luis, what's your job? What do you do for a living?
Well, I work with satellite images, and I process it, I analyze it, and etc. Also, I am a teacher, drama teacher.
Hey, that's great. And do you like your work?
Yes, I love it.
Hey, that's very good. So, I don't know, Jose Luis, is there anything that you don't like about your job? Something that you would like to change?
Maybe some of co-workers are so conflictive, but it's impossible to change the people.
Aha, that's it. So sometimes we have to stand. All right.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Jose Luis. Maria
Thank
Fernanda,
you.
thank you. Fer, what's your job?
I work in a school chemistry laboratory.
Okay, pretty good. And do you like it?
Yes, I love it. I love the chemistry and all the materials.
Hey, that's great. But tell me, is there anything that you would like to change?
Yes, maybe some students, because they are very, I don't know, very aggressive sometimes. But I'm agree with Jose Luis because you can change the people, and it's okay. I mean, I respect all the minds, all the thinkings, and it's okay.
Aha, all the points of view and everything. Yes, you're right. Sometimes we would like to change some things. Sometimes, well, in my point of view, sometimes we consider that it would be much better if there wouldn't be certain people or kind of like that. But yes, I do agree with you so much in that we can't change the people, and even we can't change the people's mind. So sometimes we have to stand. But you know what? Well, for me, it has been sometimes a little stressful, and I have thought about changing my occupation. Sometimes I have had the intention to change what I do, and so I began thinking what else I could do. Jose Luis, what else do you know how to do if you were in the position of changing your job? What could you do for a living?
I don't know. Maybe I can work for a developer, a software developer, or something like that.
But it is something related to what you do now. Isn't
Yes.
there? Okay, isn't there anything completely different to what you do now that you could do for a living?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe in an institute like Teleton or something like that, helping people. I don't know, something like that.
Hey, that would be very nice. That would be beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, so what would you do there?
I don't know, maybe help the people with other capacities. I don't know.
How other abilities?
Yes, yes. Helping know, maybe teaching music or playing music or just reading or teach to reading or something like that.
Hey, that's beautiful. That's something so nice. All right. You know what? Sometimes well, in my case, for example, I have seriously thought about changing my occupation, but I had to consider before that what else I could do. For case, let's suppose that you would want to change your occupation. What else could you do different on what you do now?
Oh, it's difficult because I never thought about that. But I think I will do a teacher because I love teaching others. But also I love singing. I mean, I'm a bad singer, but it's very cool and very emotional for me. And
Exciting.
also, yes, exciting. Sorry. And also, I will be, I don't know. Yes, maybe a teacher.
Hey, that's great. You know what? What you mentioned about singing, it's okay. I think that maybe you don't have now the skills for doing that, but you can learn how to do it. You can take some courses, and even you could do it.
Yes, actually, my dad was in a choir, and
Or
I mean, I think I I love that because I love singing, and I can I would like learn to play the guitar, and
wow.
I don't know, maybe it's for my dad.
Hey, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Guess what? My father was a musician and he played the guitar, the bass, and the harp. So I know what you mean. I really love it also. But you know what?
Yes, it's very exciting, and I don't know,
Ah,
I feel very happy.
yeah, it is something so, I don't know. It is something that builds you up because it makes you feel different emotions. So that's so nice.
Yes.
All right. You know what? When I was thinking about changing my job, I seriously made a research. I thought that if I wanted to change my job, I should do my best for doing it seriously. So I made research. The question was, what is the best job? In your opinion, Jose Luis, what is the best job and why?
From my point of view, the best job is that job where you love what you do. Maybe it sounds like a cliche, but if you drive in a bus, you have to do with love, or if you are a singer, you must to do with love. That's my opinion.
Wow, hey, that's great. I really agree with you. I do agree. All right, thank you. So, Fer, what do you think about it? What is the best job?
Um, I share the same point of view because the best job for me is the one you love doing because you don't feel it like a job. You enjoy it, you always be happy doing that. And for me, the best job is the one you love it.
Wow, hey, that's really good. Yes, I agree with you both. Uh, so, you know what? I was thinking about that, but I also thought that I should make a selection. I should make a choice. So I was looking for some other options. I was looking also for some jobs. And so, you know what? I found something really interesting. What I found was this. And so they are serious jobs. Let me tell you that they were the ones that I found out because I was looking for something unusual. And I found out that there is a job like a scarecrow. What do you think, Fer, that a scarecrow have to do? Has to do?
I don't know, maybe stay quiet all the time.
Yes, that's it. I think so. Yep, you're right. Maybe to stay quiet. And would you like to be a scarecrow?
No,
Why
I
not?
hate this scarecrow.
Why not? It sounds like relaxing. It seems to be something quiet. So you have to be far, very far from stress.
Yes, but I'm a afraid person, so I no. I don't like it.
No, don't you think that you would make a good scarecrow?
No.
All right. So, Jose Luis, would you be a scarecrow?
No.
Why
I don't.
not? Come on. That sounds
No,
nice.
no, for me, no. It sounds like a waste of time. I don't know.
All right. Yes. In a certain way, it is. I can't imagine. I can't figure out myself staying quiet for many hours. I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 7. And what about the bugs, no, the insects? Maybe some scorpions, some snakes. Well, not only insects, but also some reptiles. And under the sun, yeah, my goodness. And what happens if it
Under
rains?
the sun.
Yeah, so the weather can be very cruel in this position. Yes, you're right. I think that to be a scarecrow wouldn't be a good idea. Okay, so that is not an option. Now, what about being an other judge? What do you think about it? A good option?
No, that's not a good idea because no, smell the different parts of the people body. No,
No, not an option. For
no.
you, okay, for you, Fair, is that an option?
No, never. I
Why
mean,
not?
what happened if, I mean, I don't know. It's very awful for me because what happened if all the people other was very awful? I don't know. No.
Because, well, here you have to measure the effectiveness of some deodorants, for example. If they work, of course, you have to report it. If they don't work, of course, you have to report it also. So yes, you're right. What could it happen if the other end is not working properly, and you have to smell some hundreds of people to say nope, not at all. Ugh. Yes, that's it. You're right. Hey, but what would it happen if the payment is good? Wouldn't it be different?
I wouldn't do it.
I
No.
wouldn't
No,
you do
no.
it either? No? All right.
No.
Okay. It's not a choice. Okay, so what about being a mermaid? Wouldn't you like to be a mermaid, Jose Luis?
I'm not a good swimmer, so maybe I fail like a mermaid, and I can't imagine me using a fish tail and trying to swim. Uh, so no, really
Not
not
an
a good
option.
idea.
All right.
No.
Okay. Well, but maybe you wouldn't be a mermaid. Maybe you would be a Triton. No?
Oh yeah, like Aquaman, right?
Like Aquaman?
Maybe, but I must learn to swim.
Ah, well, that's a very big problem then. Yes, you're right. Then
Yes,
that's
because you know what? You know what? I sing very easily. I don't know why, but I when I am in a pool, I sing
wow. Then you could be a good
very
mermaid.
easily. Yeah, maybe.
All right, think about it because as far as I am concerned, the payment is very good. It is kind of like $7 per hour.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Okay,
So think about it. I think,
that sounds great.
but you,
What?
uh, beg your pardon?
That sounds great because $7 per hour is not too good, but it's not bad.
Just to be swimming and singing, I think that it's not a big effort.
Yes,
Oh, you should consider it.
yes, I
You
will.
say, all right, Maggie, the one who wants to change the occupation is you, and you are talking to me about to change it, to consider it. All right. And so, what about you? Would you like to be a mermaid?
I would like it, but I can swim
Oh my.
or breathe underwater, so I can do it.
Uh, well, yes, that's a problem. Okay, maybe that's not an option, but you should take it into consideration because it is $7 per hour. So I think it is good.
Yes, it's very very attractive, but I can do it.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so I don't know. That could be an option. That couldn't be an option either. But here we have another. What about being a professional snuggler? Wouldn't you?
Snuggle is like the person who gives hugs.
That's it. To snuggle is
Okay,
to cherish, to hug, to pat, to hold your
maybe I
hand.
can.
Will you?
Okay, yeah, maybe I can do it.
That's good.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah,
So some people need sometimes they need a hug or support, and I can do it.
you could do it. And you know what? You can select your schedules. You can also decide where to work and where not to do it. You can also
Wow,
decide the days you want to work and the people you want to work with. And so
wow, yeah,
the payment is $14 per hour.
better than the mermaid.
Much better. So, but look at this. I have a question. Do you consider that for being a professional snuggler, you should have any training or any skills?
Maybe mm, yes. I think Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Because when you give a hug, you need to be sincere.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, with your hug and make the other person good. I don't know.
To feel good. That's
Yes.
it. All right. Yes, I do also consider that it is necessary to have some training. All right. Thank you very much, Jose Luis. So you should consider it.
Thank
I think that it could be a
you.
very good choice. All right.
Yes.
Fer, what about you? Would you be a professional snuggler?
Yes, I will do. I love it.
That's it. And do you consider that you should have some training or to develop some skills for being a professional snuggler?
Yes, because every brain, every person is at like a different work, and sometimes a hug don't work it because they needed some or someone else or some different. And yes, we will need training.
You know what? I consider that these kind of professionals should be not only skilled in psychology, but also they have to be therapists because these kind of people can also avoid any suicide. There are many people who are in depression, they are down. And so when people is in that emotional state, they can do many bad things, many, I'm sorry for saying this, but they can do many stupid things. So it is necessary sometimes that a person next to them help them to think twice. And so in some times, in some occasions, it can also be the work for a professional snuggler to make people forget their problems, to make them think twice, and not to jump out of a bridge or, well, many other ways to kill themselves. So, yes, they have to be trained people, skilled people, and they have to be experts in psychology. And yes, the payment is
Yes,
really good.
yes, and also the job can be very difficult because sometimes you can feel the same things that other person, and when you as professional snorkeler need a hug, who hugs you?
Yeah,
You
that's
are alone.
Yeah, that's it. In fact, they have to be in constant therapy because they receive all of the problems that their patients or the people who are needing to their help have. So, of course, they are human beings, so they can't stop being empathetic with all of the works from other people. And so, yes, they have to be in
Yes,
constant therapy. I think that it is a very difficult
yes,
job, and you have to be very mature, emotionally mature, so that you don't get the problems to the other from the other people.
yes, like a stone cold.
That's it. All right. Well, that could also be a choice. That's a very good payment they receive. Okay, so what about another, this one, to be a bride kidnapping expert?
No.
That sounds like a
Is that
joke.
is that real?
That's true, yes.
Okay.
Of course, it is not legal in our country, but there are certain countries where it is totally legal and even it is common. For example, in Afghanistan, Kurdistan, in Kazakhstan, in those places where
Oh,
they don't take into consideration the women decisions. And so they say, you know what, I want you to be my wife, so let's go, 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 chip, chip. And so if the woman says no, then they contract a professional kidnapper, and so they kidnap her, and that's all. What do you
wow.
what do you think about this job?
I don't like it. No, definitely no.
It
No, I don't like it. It's like dishonored.
dishonored. Yes, that's it.
Dishonored. Yes, I don't like it.
Yes, for me, well, I don't know. It is kind of like crime.
Yes, it's like a crime. Yes.
That's it. All right, Fer, what do you think about this occupation?
I wouldn't do it. I mean, it's a crazy job. I don't know how it this exists. I mean, I can't. No, I will do it.
That's it. I was so surprised also when I found it. I said, no, that must be a joke, of course. But no, that's not a joke. Serious.
Yes, it sounds like I don't know. It's crazy.
Yes, too much. But you know what? I think that most of the jobs I found out sounds like crazy. I couldn't figure out before that these jobs could exist. And of course there are more, but I just took some of them. But yes, this is the bride kidnapping expert. Okay, so let's go to another. This is not an option, of course. Let's go to this one. Alan Moore is a writer. He's a wizard. He's a mole Santa, and he's a Rasputin impersonator.
Alan Moore, he's a comics writer.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
But yes, he can also be a mole Santa.
Among Santa. I'm no, I don't like the Santa. I wouldn't do that. No,
Yeah, wouldn't you do it?
no, maybe writing some comics, maybe, but wizard, I don't know. No, no, no.
No. You could be the modern Merlin.
Uh, maybe, but not.
All right. Okay, and what about being a Rasputin impersonator?
That's crazy. No, I'm a bad actor, really. So that's
All
not
right.
for me.
Of course, there are more options, not only Rasputin impersonator. You could
Yes,
be Elvis Presley impersonator.
no, 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 no. I am a bad actor, and also I'm so shy, so
Oh my, so that's not an option then.
that's not an option.
Okay, thank you very much. Fair, what about you?
I'm confused right now because I will like it, but I'm not very creative, so I wouldn't work it. But I don't know. It could be very funny.
I would like to be a wizard. Well,
Yes,
I wouldn't be a wizard, I would be a witch.
yes,
Yeah.
like Harry Potter.
Kind of like that. So, wouldn't
Yes,
you like to do it?
I don't know. Maybe not because I'm not so awful actress. So no.
But what about being the impersonator for Marilyn Monroe?
No.
Oh, that's not an option.
Yes. not an option.
Right. Okay, so look at this. Here we have another option. Would you work as a snake milker?
No, I hate it.
Jesus. So why not? What are the pros? Okay, the pros is that you could earn kind of like $50 per hour.
It's very attractive, but at the same time, it's very dangerous.
Well, yes, but it's too much money.
Yes, but I wouldn't do it.
All right. So what about you, Jose Luis? Wouldn't you be a snake milker?
Uh, no, 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 I wouldn't do it.
Why not? The payment is excellent. They are $50 per hour.
Yeah, it's better than a professional snuggler, right?
Much.
But, but I don't know. No,
No, why not?
I don't know why. Because I don't fear to snakes, and I suppose that it's a very, very dangerous job, but it must be some precautions or something like that to prevent accidents. But no, I don't really want to do that.
Well, let me also tell you that it is not only well paid, but also very important because with the venom, the poison that the snake milkers extract to the snakes, they can do the antidote, the contra venom. So I think that it is not only well paid, but also very important. Somebody must do it in benefit of some other people. So I I wouldn't personally do it either, because if I am honest, I am afraid of snakes. I am kind of like a chicken, like a scaredy cat. So I am really afraid of snakes. So I wouldn't make a good snake milker. But I guess I really I strongly believe that it is something very important and very necessary also.
Yes, it sounds important to do the antidote.
Aha, that's it. All right. Well, you know what? I found out another option. Here you are, because to be a snake milker is not an option. Okay, but what about being an experienced boner?
Uh, I don't know what it's that. It's like I don't know. Boner is like the penis.
Well, a boner is a person who works in the industry, in the farm industry, and they are in charge of helping the bulls to be ready for the husbandry with the cows. So
Oh,
they are very necessary for working with cows so that they can help to improve the production. So, but
wow.
in this case, the boner is the person in charge of helping the bull to be ready.
Oh,
And look at the payment. It's kind of like £8 or £8 and 50 per hour.
yes, but no, I'm really, I don't like the cows.
And what about you, Fer?
I wouldn't do it because for me the odor of cows it's very awful. So I wouldn't do it.
That can be disgusting.
Yes.
Well, but in my case, I wouldn't do it either because you know what? I consider that it is very dangerous when a bull is in that excitement state. It can be very dangerous to be next to it. It can be violent. So I think that it wouldn't be a good idea to be there. Of course, they are expert people. Their expertise has been worked because of the practice and because of years and years of experience. But no, in my case, I wouldn't do it either. So do me a favor. Why don't you write in the chat your opinion about uh, some of the jobs that we can find here? But let's do this. Let's try to use conditionals. All right. So say if I have or scarecrow, I guess I would be isolated from people. I wouldn't like it. All right. Or if I were an other judge, etc., etc. All right. Please
Okay.
continue.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Jose Luis wrote, if I worked as a professional snuggler, I would make people happy. Hey, that's pretty good. Very good, Jose Luis. No corrections. Okay, pretty good. You know what? If I worked as a mermaid, I think I would be my hair would be maltreated. I wouldn't make a good mermaid. Okay, so Jose Luis wrote, if I were a wizard, I will multiply my money. Hey. That's a very good idea. You let me tell you some of the feedback. Is
Okay.
if I were in this
Well,
case,
yes.
yes, whenever we are talking about some suppositions, for example, the conditional second, instead of using what the pronoun I, we are going to use where. If I were, if you were, if she were, okay, everybody is where. And
Okay.
if I were a wizard, I would multiply. The verb,
Okay.
the verb must be in the simple form after using the auxiliary would. All right.
Yes. Yes, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, thanks to you. Okay, now let's go with Fer. She wrote, if I were a scarecrow, it would be the worst ever seen on earth or movies because I cannot stand the idea of being quiet all the time or the birds and their poop or insects. But if I were a professional snuggler, maybe I could make people happier. In this case, it is not more happy, it's happier. And finally, I think we are happy with our current jobs. So there's no need to change. All right, pretty good, Fer. Yes,
Thank
so
you.
all right, so that's it. If I were a scarecrow, it would be the worst ever seen on earth or movies. Mm, I guess that instead of it, you would say I would be the worst, or it would.
Oh, yes.
Okay, or movies because I cannot stand the idea of being quiet all the time, or the birds. Here, I couldn't find the idea. I cannot stand the idea of being quieted, quiet all the time, or the birds. Here, that was the point where I couldn't understand, or the birds and their poop, or the insects, or stand the birds. I guess that we needed a verb in there. Stand the birds and their poop or insects. But if I were a professional snuggler, maybe I could make people happier instead of more happy. And finally, I think we are happy with our current jobs. Yes, good. Pretty.
Thank you.
No, thanks to you. Those were very good exercises, very good examples. You both, very good. Okay, so now let's go to another idea. Please, this. Uh, Stand for the ages. The value of educating students in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You know what? I found out this research, and they say that in the United States, the 80% of the fastest growing occupations depend upon mastery of mathematics and scientific knowledge and skills. But students are not currently equipped to satisfy this growing need. This happens in the United States. But I put my hand on fire that the same happens in Mexico. It has been said by many people that there is not employment, so that there are not opportunities for everybody. But I think that it is not true. I was studying a master degree in human resources, and guess what? I made a study about that situation of employment and unemployment. And what I found out is that there is employment, but there are no people trained or skilled for doing those kind of jobs. So it is something similar about what happens in the United States. What's your opinion, Jose Luis?
Ah, it's a hard topic. Uh, I think there's a cultural issue when you say to the people about the mathematics. I don't know the quantity of that people said that they hate the mathematics, and and that's an issue, I think, and it causes uh, that many people wants to study a career where a career where they don't teach mathematics.
That's it.
Mm,
I agree with you. And here the problem is that many of the very good jobs, the best jobs that are in the engineering and industry part, need the mastery of mathematics.
yes,
All right. And do you use mathematics in your job?
yes, a lot of mathematics and statistics. It's crazy, but I love it.
But you had to work very much on this issue to study mathematics so that you could do it.
Yes, yes. I need to study that and retake all the all the stuffs and something like that. And you know, when I was studying music, there's a lot of mathematics there too.
Yes, I understand. I agree with you. My son is a musician also. He
Oh
was,
yeah.
yeah, he studied for being a classical guitar player. And
Wow.
now he's in the university studying for being an ethnomusicologist. And he
Wow.
studies the social impact of music and in society, in history, and of course he's a musician also. And yes, whenever he was talking to me about the compasses, about the rhythm, the metrics, I said, wow, I think that mathematics was not necessary in here, but of course it is. Of course
Yes.
it's necessary everywhere.
Yes. I'm agree.
All right, okay, thank you very much, Jose Luis.
Thank you.
Fer, what do you think about it?
I think that in the world there are many unemployed people because we don't do our best to understand all the subjects of mathematics or science, technology, and all the materials because we don't want it. I mean, I always think if I want it, I do it. And if we don't want to do it, we don't do it.
Mhm.
So I think we can work more in our lives, in our brain, and also we can do anything and understand all the subjects.
Yes, that's it. You know what? I think that we are living in the society of the minimum effort and the maximum benefit. That means that we want to have everything easy. So we don't want to work as we should, forgetting what we want. And it is extremely sad because most of the students in, for example, in the universities, in preparatory schools, even in the secondary school, they don't study, they don't want to do anything about their duties, but they want to have the maximum score. They say, teacher, why 8? Why 8? Because you didn't do the homework? Because you didn't attend to school? Because you didn't study for the exam? But even you have an 8, so you should be, you should feel pleased with this. No, but no, they want to have the maximum scores. So it is incredible.
Yes, it's very sad because in the case of the students, they want all in their hands, and you can do it because they are the only persons that could do it. They can score a goal or score an A or something like that because you can do these things for them.
Yes, that's right. Okay, well, you know what? For me, it was necessary to work about this reflection. Of course, you are not the people who should reflect about this because you are good students. For me, it is incredible that even though you have a job, even though you have a family, you have no time, you are studying. That's the proof of that is that you are here. You could be having dinner with your family, or you could be watching television, or doing something different to be here at class. But you are at class. So congratulations to you, because I think that you are some of the students and some of the people that makes our country grow up. We need to make a bigger effort to get what we want, and you are doing so. So congratulations to you. And well, I thank you very much for your attendance, for your attention, and for your brilliant participation. Okay.
Oh, thanks to you, teacher. Really, we can't do this without people like you. And thank you.
No, thanks to you. You are a very responsible person. So brilliant. Thank you very much and have a very good night.
Thank you. Good night. Good
Good
night,
night.
Maria.
Thank
Good night.
you. Good night.
Good night. Bye.
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 Thank you.